The milk myth, a dairy dilemma. Milk is everywhere, in our coffee, on our cereal, in our desserts, and it's often considered a staple for strong bones and good health. But how did milk, specifically cow's milk, become such an integral part of our diets? And is it really the superfood it's made out to be? Today, we're diving into the milk industry's fascinating history, its rise as a dietary staple, its health impacts, and the surge of plant-based alternatives. Welcome to Roco Diet. The dawn of dairy. 1. Origins of dairy consumption. 2. Lactose tolerance evolution. 3. Traditional uses of dairy. Milk and dairy consumption have ancient roots, for thousands of years. People have depended on dairy to survive. Ancient humans faced extreme climates, long winters, and food shortages, which meant they had to rely on animals not just for meat, but for milk as a renewable food source. Some of the earliest records of dairy farming come from the Middle East and parts of Europe around 9,000 years ago. Nomadic cultures depended on cattle, goats, and sheep not only for milk but also for their byproducts like cheese and yogurt, which could be stored and preserved longer. For these people, milk was a versatile source of nutrition. Interestingly, not everyone could digest milk. Most humans lose their ability to digest lactose, the sugar in milk, as they grow older. However, some populations evolved a genetic mutation allowing them to produce lactase, the enzyme required to digest lactose, even into adulthood. This adaptation gave certain groups an advantage by allowing them to access an additional food source. The government's hand in dairy. 1. U.S. government involvement in dairy. 2. Subsidies and price controls. 3. Surplus issues and government actions. In the early 20th century, dairy had become a massive industry. During the Great Depression, farmers faced severe financial hardship, which led the U.S. government to step in, providing subsidies and setting minimum prices to keep farmers afloat. What began as a temporary measure grew into an ongoing relationship. World War II further solidified the government's connection with dairy farmers, as the demand for dairy soared to feed soldiers. Post-war, however, the demand dropped. To help farmers, the government initiated programs to buy up excess dairy, which led to unexpected results. In the 1980s, there was such an excess of cheese that the government stored over 500 million pounds of it in caves. This cheese, referred to as government cheese, was later distributed to low-income families, schools, and food banks. The marketing machine. 1. Rise of dairy advertising. 2. The Got Milk campaign. 3. Influence of dairy in fast food. As dairy production increased, the industry needed to ensure a stable demand for milk. Marketing became a powerful tool, especially with the launch of campaigns like Got Milk in the 1990s. These ads, featuring celebrities and catchy taglines, made milk look essential for a healthy lifestyle. But was it all true? The dairy industry wasn't just targeting families but also kids and teens. Milk cartons were placed in schools, and cheese products became fast food staples. Today, dairy is in almost everything, from burgers to pizza to smoothies. These campaigns emphasized milk's calcium content, which helps build strong bones. But recent studies have shown that countries with high milk consumption don't necessarily have lower rates of osteoporosis or fractures, challenging the message. The dark side of dairy. 1. Health risks linked to dairy. 2. Environmental consequences of dairy farming. 3. Ethical concerns around dairy. While dairy is rich in calcium, protein, and other nutrients, research has raised concerns about some potential risks. For some people, lactose intolerance can cause issues like bloating and diarrhea. Studies have also suggested links between dairy and acne, prostate cancer, and other health conditions. Beyond health, dairy farming has a considerable environmental impact. Producing dairy requires a lot of land, water, and resources, and contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. Cows release methane, a potent greenhouse gas, contributing to global warming. Then there's the ethical side. Cows in large-scale operations often live in crowded, stressful conditions and are repeatedly impregnated to keep up milk production. A sustainable future with plant-based alternatives. 1. Rise of plant-based alternatives. 2. Nutritional comparisons between dairy and plant-based milks. 3. Sustainability and ethical aspects. With increasing awareness, more people are turning to plant-based milks like almond, soy, oat, and pea. These options provide protein, calcium, and vitamins without the environmental footprint of dairy. Almond milk, for example, is low in calories and contains healthy fats, but it requires a lot of water to produce. Oat milk, on the other hand, has a smaller environmental footprint and is a good source of fiber. Soy milk provides protein comparable to cow's milk and has been around for decades as an alternative. Pea milk, a newer option, is also high in protein and boasts a low environmental impact. A call to action. 1. Impact of personal food choices. 2. Awareness around dietary diversity. 3. The future of sustainable diets. By understanding the journey of milk from ancient necessity to modern staple, we can make informed dietary decisions. Many people don't need to eliminate dairy entirely, but exploring alternatives can benefit both personal health and the planet. A more sustainable future isn't about one choice, but a variety of choices. It's about balance, finding the right mix of foods that nourish the body while considering the environmental impact. With technological advances, new options will continue to emerge, allowing us to make choices that are better for our bodies and our planet. Thank you for watching The Milk Myth on Roco Diet. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends interested in healthy, sustainable eating. Let's continue learning together about our food, where it comes from, and its impact on our health and environment.